Shannon's Italy Yomtiv Minta, Kadoi Garland, Ishal Muto Ali, Kagabotofan Shanna, and give it seated Udrana, Altureta, and America. Thank you very much, all of you, for being with us. I'm delighted to welcome you on behalf of the Assyrian Aid Society and welcome you to the 8th annual, as Asher just did. We're really pleased to see so many familiar faces out here today, and a lot of new ones that we're seeing for the first time. As a small nonprofit organization that is really struggling in this economy, we know how tough it must be for many of you to find room in your budgets to do this. But I can assure you that it is so important to all of us that we recognize the need in Iraq and in other parts of the world is far greater than the need we have right here at home. Now, in spite of the economic hardships, we really are excited about the work that's being done. Last fall, we managed, with the help of the International Medical Corps, to send $1.8 million worth of medicine and medical supplies. These were all medicines in stock, current, vintage, requested by them. These are not just some leftover stuff. Clearly, we didn't have the ability to use that much medicine in our own clinics and pharmacies, so we distributed much of it to Arabic councils and Kurdish clinics, hospitals, pharmacies. It just added more to the goodwill that we've been able to create. The business of education is so critically important to us to assist the Assyrians there and to assist the refugees that have gone north since the craziness of this recent war. We produce all of the textbooks translated from Arabic into Assyrian for our classes. In fact, there's a set of the textbooks out in the lobby that you might like to take a look at. We provide buses to bring the children from the villages each week to study, staying in the dormitories that we've built, studying their entire curriculum in Assyrian, and then we take them back to their villages at the end of the week. Now, thanks to our friends in Congress, and I'm looking at Anna Ishu, who has been just such a marvelous way to connect with the rest of the members of Congress and to know what's really happening, and help from the State Department and the U.S. Aid for International Development, we have really started getting money designed specifically for the ethnic and religious minorities in Iraq. Iraq's Assyrian Aid Society is now a recognized and respected NGO, a non-government organization that has been able to get a number of the contracts that are being let. The Assyrian Aid mission statement, most simply, has always been to help needy Assyrians. That's what we do. Whether it's medical, education, refugee relief, construction, whatever it is. And what needs to be done, Assyrian Aid does to the best of our abilities and our resources. Schools and education have really been a central concern for Assyrian Aid since the end of the first Gulf War. This school system is in shape and it's functioning now. We're graduating class after class. Last year we graduated our first class from college. Now, the 4 years of college were not in our schools, those were government schools. But they graduated from our 12 grades and went on to college. And we're really proud of what we've been able to do. There's a lot more stability that we need, but the Assyrian Aid Society Board of Directors has determined that education is going to be our primary focus. For the Assyrians in North Iraq, that's the key to survival and the open door to a really bold and promising future. Over the years, we've helped bring to the United States many needy Assyrians requiring specialized medical treatment, especially life-saving surgeries. When I was in Iraq several years ago with Asher Yosef, I met a young man who we had brought as a child to Texas for such a surgery. And suddenly there he was, healthy, grown up. It was an amazingly emotional moment for me when this handsome young man, who I had last seen as a tiny baby in need of heart surgery to save his life. More recently, of course, was the story of baby Kyrillis that all of us remember. And Dr. Samir Jonah, an absolute magician, that man. We're pleased that Dr. Jonah and the Assyrian Medical Society have been so successful as an autonomous, independent organization that's going after this specific vital mission, and we wish them all well. Meanwhile, Assyrian Aid continues to mount our medical programs in the homeland, including clinics, free pharmacies, distribution of vital medicines and medical supplies. Here in the United States, it continues to trouble us that our community remains splintered by religious and other conflicts, especially as it negatively impacts the work that Assyrian Aid is trying to do. For example, there are good and decent people who are not with us here tonight because they believe Assyrian Aid is sympathetic to the church or to this organization or to that organization. And I can tell you it's very simple. Politically, we do nothing. Religiously, we do nothing. We are not a political organization. We're not a religious organization. We are in the humanitarian aid business of helping Assyrians. We serve Assyrians, Syriacs, regardless of their political or religious beliefs. End of the story. It's just that simple. We are not interested in any religious or political positions. Without question, the most efficient and most convenient method for you to help us is a project that was started by Asher Yosef over 10 years ago, our Lifeline Pledge Project. This program in which you make a monthly donation to Assyrian Aid and we automatically charge your credit card. What an exciting new idea. They've been doing it on public radio and public television for years. We have people that give $10 a month. We have it as high as $450 a month. Whatever amount you'd like to give. There are envelopes on the table, and members of our board will come around later to pick them up. Please take a look at them and fill one out. Whatever amount you give, large or small, remember that as it comes in monthly, it goes a long ways towards helping us meet our goals. Every member of our board of directors does, in fact, give a Lifeline pledge. So, please pledge whatever you feel comfortable with. Maybe it's not too bad to feel a little bit uncomfortable, in fact. And other than that, it's time to eat. Again, thank you, welcome, and we're delighted to have you here.